musical celebrity and pact with Satan, Caesar Sandoval. I was crying in this month in the middle of October. The Lord spoke to me and he says to me, "You are going to speak to the church and you're going to say words to the church. I want you to speak and not to be silent or afraid because I will be with you." This happened at dawn of the 19th of October 2018. I am making this message for the church and young people to understand what the Lord wants from youth and from His church. I will share this message with you, hoping that you will share it with friends on Facebook, YouTube. To all the brothers of the church, this message is an exhortation message that can help you in your spiritual life. The Lord spoke to me and said, "Within my church there are people who are listening to worldly and secular music. They are watching these singers on television, the radio, on the internet, yet their song promotes seduction. They only sing things that do not edify the church," the Lord said, "and there are still many more singers who are singing Christian song but they are worldly. The church is following all these Christian singers, taking them continually to evil." The Lord said, "I want you to talk to them and exhort the church to turn to the old paths, to come back to me. I am the same yesterday and today and forever." These are the words the Lord said at the beginning of the month. "You're gonna tell my church to leave the things of the world, leave the things that are undermining them. Tell them to bend their knees and cry out to me and I'm going to hear them. Tell these worldly singers this is the moment and they can repent and be saved. While there is life, there is hope. Talk to them and tell them that I love humanity. I made you because I love you, and I gave my life for humanity. Tell them to turn away from their sin. See how much damage is done." Immediately the Lord began to show me mundane singer. The Lord showed me the lives of these celebrity. The Lord said they pretend they are happy but they are not. Look how they make a lot of money. Look how the more they gain a lot of fame. I began to observe the life of those secular reggaeton singers and all kinds of singers who are appearing today on television. The Lord said they have made satanic covenants precisely with Satan. In this vision, I saw how this angel of light has offered them fame, fortune, money, women. He has offered them so many things and he has delivered, but the Lord said, "You gonna tell them there is hell. There is a place of torment if they don't regret it and come to me. They will go to that place of torment without me and without hope." I began to observe the lives of both Christian and worldly singers. I saw those who were supposedly Christians but they were not. They were in need of money and fame. When they got it they rejoiced because they said we have a lot of money and fame. I observed that they rejoiced so much physically but emotionally in their inside they felt an emptiness. I saw in their heart they were saying I have everything but I don't feel good even though I have all the money, all the women, fame and fortune, so many things they had but they didn't have happiness. I saw how they were empty inside, they couldn't be happy yet they had all the wealth of the world that Satan has given them. Nothing made these singers happy. They are the ones who suffer after selling their souls and after doing satanic covenants for riches, jewels, fortune, money in the bank, luxury, cars, so many things here in the earth. But the Bible tells me what is worth for a man to win the whole world and lose your soul. The Lord said, there was a singer of secular music that had made a pact with the devil, but he gave up everything to come to the Lord. He was a reggaetonero, formerly known as Hector the Father. Now his name is Hector Slim. He left everything and had followed me, and look what happened when he came at my feet. I received him and welcomed him, and now he's serving me on earth. He is winning souls to me. He is now only dedicated to me and he doesn't think about serving the world anymore. A Luciferian gathering. The Lord showed me shocking things when I was praying and crying out in that morning. I saw these secular singers. They are famous. People wonder how these worldly singers generates a lot of profit that makes them so famous. In truth, behind each song, behind each album these singers release there is darkness. Shocking. The Lord gave me this vision which confirmed what former Satanists says. There have been many ex-satanic priests and many witches who have left the devil and have come to the feet of Christ, and now they tell the world precisely what I saw. When the Lord opened my eyes in this vision, I saw these secular reggae singers from ballad. These singers who sing secular music released on the radio and television. They sing thousands of songs. I was observing with spiritual eyes as these celebrity offer Satan many sacrifices. In this gathering I saw child sacrifices and animals sacrifices that were offered to demons who were there. I observed how they were carrying a newborn baby a few months old to the altar of sacrifice. There were many of those singers. There was also a Catholic priest. I saw many of these Christian singers and many singers of secular and mundane music. They were gathered in this place and they brought children who were a month old. I don't know where they got these kids, but I was witnessing this tragic and macabre ritual of child killing. They put a newborn baby on a very large staff. I saw one of the Catholic priests getting to the altar and began the ritual of sacrifice. The priest took a child who was helpless. I saw that he began to kill the child that was screaming so anxiously. The child couldn't do anything to save his life. There was nothing he could do to save his life. In the meantime I saw those singers who claimed to be Christians and these mundane musicians, they were all laughing out loud. They were laughing and that boy was just crying and I was also crying. In that moment, I saw the priest offering human sacrifice by killing the baby with a knife that seems like a razor. I don't know what was that knife, but it was very big and very long. After killing these children, the priest cut out their hearts and he pulled a small heart. Quickly I observed one of the musical celebrities stepping to the front. I saw that singer eating that child's heart, and he drank the blood of that child. Afterwards he made few prayers. When he drank the blood of the child there were very ugly laughed in the assistants. They were laughing. At that moment I saw one of the singers carrying another little boy to offer as sacrifice. It is a tragic moment, very painful. I saw a helpless child who could not do anything to save his life. What caught my attention is that this was a Christian singer. In this gathering mundane and Christian singer were making sacrifices of children to Satan. The Lord kept saying, "Look, this is what they do, this is what they do to gain fame and fortune." Many children are sacrificed to Satan so that these people can have fame and fortune, so that they can have the whole world, and Satan gives them everything, but firstly they bring their music albums and their songs directly to Satan. These albums are directly presented to these priests so they can be blessed directly by Satan. In truth it is not a blessing but it is a curse. The Lord was telling me it's a curse. What Satan gives is curse, because their riches and fortunes are uncertain. The Lord said, "You have seen everything, and you will speak out about everything I have shown you." The Lord was saying to me, "And don't be afraid, brother." This was a tragic moment, for I was looking at these celebrity, how they were carrying children and newborn a few months old to be sacrificed. But the Lord said the souls of these children does not belong to Satan, the soul belongs to me, because they are defenseless children, they are innocent children, they don't know sin and they belongs to me. Their body hurt but their soul rejoices. This was something very wonderful that he showed me. The Lord say the soul of these children after being sacrificed are brought to the kingdom of heaven. Brother, I want to tell you also that there in that meeting there was many demons. During the killing of these children they were laugh and these singers laughed loud. The Lord said, "You're going to mention names of secular singers that I have show you in this vision. Fear not." The Lord said, "I will keep you. What people tell you doesn't matter. You are going to say to my church what I am telling you, because it is a mandate that I give you to say to the church what I tell you. You gonna quote the name of these musical celebrity I am showing you in this vision." In this Luciferian gathering I saw Catherine Elizabeth Hudson, best known as Katy Perry, Ariadne Thalia, known as Thalia, Jennifer Lynn Lopez Sr., known as Jennifer Lopez, Beyoncé Giselle Knowles, Madonna, Louise Siconolda, known like Madonna, Julieta Paulina, Susana Rubio. These are the secular singers. There were also Ayala Rodriguez Mayer, known as Daddy Yankee, William Omar Landron River-Rolder, known as Don Omar Juan Luis, Greater Moon Mulberry, known as Wisen, and Landel Vigila Malave Major, known like Yandelnik, Ribra Caminero Mayer, known as Nick. There were many of them. These are the worldly singer that the church is watching in television. My church is listening to music that does not come from the Father but comes from Satan the devil. Brother and sister, these singer only talks about sex. They talk about pornography, inciting man to masturbate, women to marry another woman and to have sex, all those things that come only from Satan. Church, be careful, pray for your children and pray for newborn children. If you have sons or have newborn, put them in the hands of the Lord, because One of these singers may send someone to steal your son or daughter, and you will never see him here on earth because they are offered to Satan. They are offered in sacrifices to Satan. Church, come back to the Lord, turn back to the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. You have been listening to that satanic music from the devil. It's only going to take you to eternal damnation without Christ, without God and without hope. The Lord said, talk to all these Christian singers to turn back to me because it's still time. They still have time to return to the old paths. Tell them to withdraw from the things that the devil has given them, and to turn to me because I have something better to give them. I bought your soul with blood price. They have made a covenant with Satan, who offer them riches, wealth, fame, fortune and everything they have wanted. But if they come back to me, I am going to give you everything that they want, and I'm going to give them something better, which is salvation. And I'm going to undo that pact they have with Satan. Tell my church to kneel before my throne because they are listening to worldly music inside churches. They are listening to music that is not pleasing me. Singers who claim to be Christian singers are mundane singers who sing for fame, for fortune, for money. The church should stop listening to so much music that the devil has put in the social network, which will no longer benefit your soul. There is confusion because people don't see what behind of each song, each of the lyrics of each song, and this is what struck me the most. The reggaetoneros